In Dallas, Texas for a little interconference action here at the American Airlines Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. The Bucs will end the road trip here before heading back to Milwaukee. They're free falling right now, piling up loss after loss. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Yeah, and Kevin, things are starting to get a little bit out of control for them. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Here's Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Irving's shot is good.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or shorter.
And he can't get the first one. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
Irving can't hit.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 37 points last game out. Count that one.
Doncic, such a difficult matchup. Too big for a guard, too skilled for most wings. Luka is simply a problem in capital letters, exclamation point.
They get the rebound. And Giannis gets it to go.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
On its way from Irving for two. And too long on the shot.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Powell. Outside Hardaway. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for Dallas. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Bucks trail. Crowder inside. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Carter has it in the corner. Looking for Connaughton. He gets it there. No good. That would have tied it. Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again. Just need to push all the right buttons.
Now, here's Hardy. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Ntilikina. Offensive rebound. Here's Green. And it's McGee with the jam.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Now, Connaughton. Pass to Crowder. Mavericks with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. We got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. Right on the bucket. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And that one's good by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
And you knew things were going south for Irving and the Nets when they couldn't agree on a contract. He was eventually traded and is a big talent boost to this team. Kyrie still has all the talent in the world, even if it comes with some risk.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Middleton outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown 3-point shooter.
And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
He gets that one. 7 points in the game.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open, Drew will get it to you.
Left side, Irving. Oh, good on the 3. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Giannis inside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild, to their credit. They want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Doncic with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Irving. Holiday with the block.
Defense. That is his signature card. Drew Holiday, an elite stopper on the perimeter.
To the middle. Here's Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's Ntilikina. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
Allen outside. Pass to Crowder. Kicks it out to Allen. Shot clock at 3. Over Holiday. That one off the back iron and out. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Crowder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Carter on the wing. To the paint. Wood with the block.
Boy, the length and activity of Wood making a huge impact here.
.40 seconds left in the first half. And finished off by Wood.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
To the inside. Crowder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one goes on Wood.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
It's deflected. And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Ingles. Outside Crowder. Out to Carter. Clock is at 3. Lopez with the ball. And McGee picks him up defensively. That'll do it for the first half. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 6. They host the Spurs after this one.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. Do front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting to.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Boy, that basketball IQ you see from Holiday, understated but consistent, so valuable, especially in these pick and roll sets where he just cuts up defenses.
And it's Doncic missing.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Middleton outside. Here's Lopez. Great D that time from Powell. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Milwaukee ball. Infinite. Wesley Matthews.
Milwaukee leading by 12. Holiday looking for an opening. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Improving as a playmaker, Giannis knows this is the next step in him becoming an even greater player.
And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. On offense, here are the Bucks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Matthews, no one around him. Off target with his 3.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Hits it from 3-point range. Rubin's got 15.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
There's the steal. Matthews goes in, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. There's a minute 47 left in the third. The kick out to Matthews. No good from outside. Mavericks trailed by 13. Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt, and teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer, and if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's Green. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Shot by Crowder, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's Green, missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
On the wing, Giannis. He's got 11. Yep, that one goes.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
On the wing, Ingles. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Crowder. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Holiday. And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So it's the Bucks now. They've led by as many as 14 points. On the wing, Giannis. Wide open look. They get it back. Pass to Carter. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Bullock. Over in the corner, Doncic. Shoots the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 10. And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Ingles. Out to Carter. From deep. And they'll get another chance. Back to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Inside. They get a hand on it. Antetokounmpo. Buries it down low. Giannis has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. And the Mavericks call time here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. For 3, Bullock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Takes it down to Middleton. A putback. Powell pulls it in. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Doncic right side. This one for 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Shot's good by Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. So it's the Bucks now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. From the line, here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 17 points for Giannis.
Chris Middleton.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 20. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Irving, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, two names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
That free throw, no good. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills at 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous. And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
It has significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball. And that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Mavericks.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
The Bucks making a switch here.
Sandro Mamukelele.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
That'll be a 5-second call. .106 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Crowder. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
.55 seconds left in the game. Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
It's Crowder on the wing. Inside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Bucks ball.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Assist goes to
Middleton rolling. Not only are the shots continuing to come, most of them are falling too.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Crowder slams it in.
Phenomenal playmaking instincts from Holiday, getting the ball to a ready shooter on time and on target.
That'll be a 5-second call. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Good.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Middleton. Outside Holiday. From outside, off the mark. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
He's off on the first. And he can't hit the second. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a